Hi Music Explorers, it's me and I'm out here in the woods on vacation, but I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. I wanted to do a quick refresher for those of you who are either brand new to the ukulele or maybe you've had a couple weeks off and you just need to get back into it before we start our lessons next week. So of course this is a ukulele. I want to talk about how to tune it, how to strum it, and a couple of the most essential chords that we're going to be using starting in our next set of lessons. Let's start by the tuning of the ukulele. It has 4 strings, and that's what it should sound like. Each string has a pitch letter or a pitch name, and they go from the top string to the lowest string, G, C, E, and A. And that's what it should sound like if it's in tune. If it doesn't sound like that, you're going to have to get a tuner. You can either buy a tuner that you put on the top, or you can get an app for free on either Android or Apple devices. And use these letter names to tune. You turn with these tuning pegs up here. One way will make it lower, and the other way will make it higher. Until you get, again, G, C, E, and A. So that's generally how it is tuned. You may need an adult to help you. It can be a little tricky to get it right, but it's going to make a big difference when you start playing chords. If it's out of tune, it's going to sound really, really strange, and it'll be frustrating. So make sure you're in tune before we begin our lessons and before you start practicing. Next, let's talk about strumming, because we're going to be doing a lot of strumming. In fact, all of the songs that we learn in Music Explorers will include just strumming basic chords. That's how we learn songs. There's a couple ways of strumming that I like to do. The most basic and really the easiest is to use your first finger, almost like you're pointing at somebody or something, and you just strum down. And you can do this on the open strings to practice. And this is what it looks like. Just sort of using the side or the back or the nail of my finger to sound all strings, strumming down. Pretty simple. Sometimes if I want to be a little bit more, have a little more volume, you can use 2 or 3 fingers. You can do that going up as well to do a pattern like this. You never have to strum very hard on the ukulele. It's a light sounding instrument. It's pretty soft, and that's really what we like about it. You can use your thumb, but I find that this sometimes gets us into bad habits by holding the ukulele like this and then strumming down. And it can be useful when we're first learning chords, but it becomes not as good when we start learning strumming patterns. So I really recommend that you use a finger to strum. We're going to be starting with basic down strums like this. Okay. As you get more comfortable with the instrument, we're going to be doing down and up strums. But to start, just strum down. All right, that's basic strumming. Now let's talk about the few most essential chords to get started. Of course, the easiest chord to play is the one with all the open strings. Nice. And that's called A minor 7. A minor 7, and we will see that in some of our songs. The next couple of chords use only one finger, and it's usually going to be either our pointer finger or our ring finger. So let's start by a chord that uses our pointer finger, and each of these little spaces right here is called a fret. And this is the 1st fret, the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, and so on. So when I say we're going to put our first finger in the 1st fret, I mean it's going to be on the string in this area. And this chord that we're going to learn is called F, and you're going to put your finger on the 2nd string, 1st string, 2nd string, in the 1st fret. And this is a chord called F. There's multiple versions of the F chord. Some of you may know it looking like this with 2 fingers. But a 1-fingered F chord looks like this. Try that out with me. Make your first finger on the 1st fret on the 2nd string, and let's play together. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice. Let's learn one more chord. We actually only need one more chord to start playing complete songs. And it's the chord C. And for this one, we're going to use our ring finger on the 1st string in the 3rd fret, right here. Ring finger. There's an important reason why we're using our ring finger. You can see that my 1st finger is covering all the strings in the 1st fret. My 2nd finger can play strings in the 2nd fret. And my 3rd finger can play strings on the 3rd fret. And that's sort of a good rule of thumb as we go along for chords. Some chords are going to bend that rule, but this is a good place to start. So again, C is 3rd finger on the 1st string in the 3rd fret. And it sounds like this. Really important chord, really easy. Let's try it together. Push that down really hard so that you're hearing that note. Let's play it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. So these 2 chords, F and C, are the basis for a lot of the songs we're going to be doing. I want you to next practice going between these 2 chords. It doesn't have to be this fast. Take it at your speed. You can just sort of go back and forth. F to C. F to C. Oh, he's excited about something. You can even throw in that A minor 7 chord like this. C to A minor 7. To F. And on C. Let's do that again. Play along with me. It's going to be C, A minor 7, F, and C. Like this. 1, 2, ready, go. A minor 7, open strings, to F, and on C. It's not going to be that easy the first time you play this, of course. You have to practice it. And get these down. As you develop strength in your fingers, you'll be able to play 2-fingered chords, like this 2-fingered F chord. And this D minor chord, which looks like this. We've also got chords that we'll see that look similar to C, but are on the 1st fret, which is the C7 chord. Another chord that you're going to see is A minor, which is second finger on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, right up here. And that sounds like this. Slightly different than A minor 7, right? A minor 7, A minor. All right. And the last chord that we're going to learn in the lessons that we do is the G chord, which if you're just beginning, don't worry about the G chord. We have an easier version that's only 2 fingers, like this. This is an easier way to play G. So if you need to, pause and set your fingers on these strings like that. That is easy G. Some of you know the more advanced G, which is 3 fingers. All right, and all of these are in the Essential Chords PDF that is along with your lessons. So go through this, go through those chords. Make sure you can play each of them cleanly. And as we go, one of the great things about learning an instrument like the ukulele is that eventually you'll get to learn more advanced chords and have a really, really good time. I hope this helped you to get started on the ukulele. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our Music Explorers class. Till then, bye-bye.